Happy 4th of July. My name is John Doogan. I'm a member of AMVETS, Post 18, Legion of Honor. The 4th of July is a celebration of not only our nation's birth, but our nation's way of life. July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence demanded our freedom from the unjust tyranny of British rule. Every signer of the Declaration of Independence also signed their own death warrant. The British considered the signing of the Declaration as treason, punishable by death, by hanging. 1775 to 1783, the American Revolutionary War. A ragtag, undermanned, undertrained, under-equipped army of American colonists defeated the most mighty military power in the world, the British Empire. A new nation. After being under unjust British rule, our forefathers were determined to create a nation that offered more freedoms and liberties than ever had been given to any citizen of any country. A government for the people and of the people. Foundation of a new nation. At the heart of this new country's government is a Constitution, which includes the Bill of Rights and has the flexibility to add amendments to keep up with the changing times. Our Constitution is fantastic. It is the oldest and most respected basis for governing in the world. Let's look back at some of the historical events that have formed and then strengthened what our forefathers set in motion. 1861 to 1865, the Civil War. Abolishing slavery played a central role for the Union in its fight against the Confederacy. 360,000 American Union soldiers died fighting to abolish slavery. 1863, the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. Abraham Lincoln, at the risk of his political career and his life, enacted the Emancipation Proclamation, abolishing slavery. 1920, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution. Women win the right to vote. 1972, the Equal Opportunities Act gave women the right to have equal pay. 1939 to 1945, World War II, the United States came close to losing all of our freedoms and liberties. Nazi Germany had but all conquered Europe and the Middle East. Japan had conquered Asia. We were next. We owe so much to our military in saving the United States, our liberties, our freedoms in World War II. Over 407,000 American servicemen and servicewomen lost their lives protecting our country, our liberties, our freedoms, the very way of life that we enjoy today. 1960, John Kennedy became President of the United States. This was a breath of fresh air. He would not stand for any discrimination in our country. The Jim Crow laws were dismantled and Civil Rights Act was enforced in 1964. Black leadership followed with amazing men like Martin Luther King with his message of love and peace, and John Lewis with his strong message of demanding civil rights took over the fight for equality. For the sake of our great nation, we must help to keep improving the lives of all of our citizens. Education is the key to a better life and a stronger country for all. It all starts at home, and some homes need more supports than others. The amendments keep us up with the times, but the basic tenets of our godly forefathers hold strong today, and they will forever and ever. Never forget the veterans who gave their lives protecting our way of life. We must live every day to honor the commitment and sacrifices they made. Indeed, if it weren't for our veterans, we would have no freedom of press, no right to free speech, no protection of our homes and lives, and indeed, none of the many freedoms we too often take for granted. Dying, fighting for your country is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Being forgotten is. Never forget what they had sacrificed, defending our flag and way of life. We are obligated to live every day to deserve what the veterans have given us. That is, given us. Let us all contribute to making our country the shining beacon of hope, freedom, and equality for the world to see.